What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Straight Off the Hook. I'm Mikey Slayball, and in this video, you're going to see me take a trip to Morgantown, West Virginia for another PBA Central Regional stop. This is personally one of my favorite stops. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out quite the way I was hoping. Battling some injuries and, well, just came up a little bit short, but you guys will see that here in this video. So if you guys have anything you'd like to see or any type of comments you'd like to leave, do so down below and subscribe. Enjoy. Catch you guys later. See ya. Look at that, we made it through another Friday. Well, half of a Friday. I am currently leaving work at lunch, taking a half day with some PTO time because we are headed to West Virginia, Morgantown to be exact, and I need some extra time to get there. Well, my wife and I do, because 6.5 hours in the car is always fun. Anyways, but currently I'm not actually going home. I'm going to the chiropractor to try to get my back and my hip fixed. I still have a reoccurring, I guess you can call it, injury from my trip out to Vegas in January. Basically, my lower back, my right hip are just extremely tight no matter how much stretching I do. It flares up about once every month, maybe once every other month. And currently, right now, it's uncomfortable to walk. So I'm going to try to get my hips opened up, see if I can't get my my legs to feel better and put me in a better mindset going into this weekend, because right now I'm not dripping too much confidence. So I'm gonna get fixed. We're gonna go home and pack. Elizabeth will be home shortly after I get my hips checked, and what's even more fun is that the chiropractor I'm going to, she works there, so that's kind of cool. I'll get to see her for a little bit, and then we will head on the road to Morgantown, West Virginia. This is personally one of my favorite stops just because the trip out there is so beautiful, and I love the town of Morgantown. It's a cool college town. Always look forward to going there. She's never been there, so I'm kind of excited for her to get out there. The only thing that really stinks is the 6.5 hour car ride, but we'll make do. So let's go get fixed. Let's get ready to bowl. Let's have a good weekend. All right, so we got things packed up, ready to go. I just finished eating lunch. Currently, I'm just waiting on Elizabeth to get home from work. She's got her lunch ready in the microwave. All we gotta do is pack up and get out of here, but I figured since I got a couple extra minutes, I'd like to kind of give you guys a rundown of where I'm at mentally before we head into this weekend. Not very optimistic at all. The reason being is after my hip flared up on Tuesday and I was really struggling to move it, I took Wednesday off thinking that a day of rest would be good. I'll go in Thursday, which would be yesterday, and put in a good session, and that's what I did. But Thursday came, and about game 2 of my session, I threw a shot, and I don't want to say I caught my foot or anything like that, but it's just when I drug my foot behind me as I was clearing my hips, it felt like somebody took like a little small souvenir baseball bat and kind of like smacked me in the hip with it. And from that shot on, my hips just got extremely tight, and it was hard to rotate them, it was hard to open them up, which then made it really hard to get the ball underneath me. And then all of a sudden, my launch angle started to go everywhere. So not the ideal situation when you're about to go bowl on something hard, as what we usually do on the PBA Regional Tour, which, I don't know, past couple tournaments have been bonkers. But anyways, I digress. So the good news is I went to see Hutzel Chiropractic, which is where my wife works. Jordan Hutzel is the son of the owner, Mark, and Jordan played football and rugby, and he's seen all the injuries, so he kind of knew where to go initially when I came in today. Psoas muscle, which if anybody knows who David Goggins is, it's the same muscle that he struggled with. And he just said, you got to work it out. It's extremely tight. Your hips kind of locked up. He worked on me for a little bit, gave me some stretches to do, and he also told me to get a massage gun, which we have one, but it's not very good, so we're probably going to pick one up on the way out this weekend. Basically, he just told me I just need to work on stretching it and getting mobility back into it, which is good. That gives me a little bit more confidence about this weekend, knowing that I could work it out. I won't lie to you guys, though. Kind of scared for this weekend. I don't say scared, I don't really get scared, but I'm unenthusiastic because this weekend we're on 45 feet, which I know I will be in front of a ball return on patterns such as these. And when I get in front of the ball return, I rely solely on my legs to create power and momentum. And right now I feel like my right side of my body from the waist down is operating at about 60%, which is not what you want. So kind of struggling a little bit right now to get psyched for this weekend, but we are in Morgantown. It's a beautiful, beautiful college town. I love this drive, especially when we get into Pennsylvania and start heading down to Morgantown. You get to drive through the northern part of the Appalachian Mountains, and it's just gorgeous. So it's going to be a good weekend no matter what. It's just not really the ideal situation of what I was looking for. But we'll make the best of it. Elizabeth's excited. She hasn't got to see Morgantown yet. And hopefully just put together something good and make the best of what this weekend brings us. So, yeah, I'm going to go load up the car, get on the road, have some fun. Fist bump. I need a private jet. We are here in, what are we at? Big Beaver, Pennsylvania at Sims Lanes, and we're going to practice for a little bit because 1, my spine has gone numb, 2, I need to get out of the car, and 3, why not practice a little bit before tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go in and try not to die and bowl some games. Getting old. All right, let's go get some practicing done. High five. All right, well, you guys can't see, but we have a beautiful mountain range right outside there. And yes, we have arrived here in Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm sorry for all the scenic videos today, but this is by far one of my favorite trips that I get to take each year on the Central Regional Tour. It is just beautiful out here. I love it here in Morgantown. Oh, yeah. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs about bowling. Maybe money being one of the downs, but definitely one of the ups is the traveling and getting to see all these different sights and sounds and be a part of so many different cultures and environments. It's just really cool. And one thing that my wife was unaware of last year when she married me is how much traveling we would be doing for bowling. And you could say our first, 8 months of marriage was kind of rough because she didn't really know what was all involved. But I would say we've definitely got a better handle on things now. And so now that we've done quite a bit of traveling, what is your favorite trip so far that we've taken?
Vegas.
Vegas, which trip? We had Vegas the first year, which was like our honeymoon trip. We got married, 3 weeks before we left for the RPI 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Right? And then we had the RPI just this past year. So which one was your favorite?
First one.
The first one. The first one, we took the southern route through Texas, went through New Mexico, Albuquerque, beautiful, Flagstaff, Arizona, gorgeous, went to the Grand Canyon twice. The first time we couldn't see anything because it was snowing in the Grand Canyon, which was awesome. And then we came back on the way home, southern route, got to see the Grand Canyon. Then we also got to see the Hoover Dam. And that was the first time both of us have been out west. So that was a really cool trip. Oh, wait, you were in LA for like 3 hours on our way to Fiji. So yeah, it was still our first trip out west. And that trip was really cool because on the way home in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I shot 900, which was really cool, and she didn't even know about it. She was Amazon shopping. So, but would you say that although Bowlings has its ups and its downs, would you say the travel's a pretty big perk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to see some cool stuff. So the only thing that stinks is that tomorrow it's going to be sunny and 85 here in Morgantown, and I will not be on a golf course because I will be in a bowling alley. Oh well. Well, tonight we're going to enjoy our delicious Qdoba. We're going to settle down, get relaxed. My hip is still tight, although practice went a lot better than expected. Way better. So I thank the Lord for that one. And yeah, we got a nice little hotel room here. It's nice and cool. Get some good sleep, get up early, go knock down some pins, and hopefully have a good day of it. You like that?
Yep.
See you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is currently 6 o'clock. Something like that. It's early. We are up and at 'em, about to go get some breakfast, head over to the bowling alley, and hopefully have a good day. But before we do that, I'm going to stretch because my whole pelvis is not liking me right now. So we're going to do some stretching. We're going to head over, get some breakfast, and then hopefully be in a mindset of knocking down some bowling pins today. Looking forward to it. Let's have a good one. All right, so we're in here at the Paddock here at Suburban Lanes, which is like a storage facility. It's probably one of the coolest paddocks we have. They actually put curtains up this year. Last year it was just wide open. You can see everything. There's usually cars back there. Anyways, that's not a point of this part of the video. The point of this part of the video is to give any new and up-and-coming regional bowlers, this is a piece of advice I would like to give to them. I am crossing with BJ Moore today. And any advice I would give to anybody who is getting into this for the first time, if you get a cross such as maybe BJ Moore, Kyle Sherman's going to be here, maybe you get somebody like Tommy Jones, or that's happened to me. If you get somebody who is, let's just say, seasoned veteran, I mean, for all intents and purposes, watch them. Watch what they do, watch how they handle themselves, watch what they do on the lanes, and I'm not saying that every tournament, they're going to come out and lead or kick butt, but what I am saying is that they'll probably have a grasp of what's going on better than most. So watch what they do, pay attention, be observant, because it may help you out in the long run. Today, if I start to struggle, I know the first person I'm going to look at is BJ Moore and see what is he doing, where is he on the lane, how can I do what he's doing if he is bowling well. And that is just a good tip to anybody trying to get into this. Also, on top of that, look at how they respond to things. Look at how they react to things. Look at how they go about competing, because people who are proven winners, they usually have a distinct mindset that they go by, and just observe it. Everybody's a little bit different, and maybe you can learn something from somebody. So there's my little TED Talk for this morning. We're currently going to get a little bit of surface on some stuff, get my crap in there because I'm an overachiever. I like to get here an hour and a half early. And we'll get set up on our lanes, get ready to go, and I also need to stretch again. I feel a little bit better, but still not feeling the best. So let's get it.
Schneider. Here. Sean Curtis. Here. Zach Tackett. Yeah. Zach Newman. Yep. Gerard Melton. Yeah. Paul Carter. Yep. Alsko. Here. Robert Thompson. Here. Schlebach.
Yes, sir.
Miskovich.
All right, so practice is done. This is 44 foot. I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's 44 feet. We're actually throwing a yellow jacket. This ball is super good. It looks like urethane. It's not urethane. More continuous. I'm blown away with how good this ball is right now. So Going Yellow Jacket, keep our angles in front of us, wait for him to open up, get in front of the ball return, and let it eat. Hopefully today's good. My back feels all right. Hips still a little tight, but I feel good. So hopefully we can put together a solid day, make some good shots, have some fun, and hopefully be around for tomorrow. So let's get it. All right, so we're through 3 games, and I just want to give you guys a quick update. What's going on? I am extremely uncomfortable. I don't want to say I'm in pain, because if you're, well, I would say I'm in pain. I'm not injured, not to the point where I can't pull, but this is probably the most discomfort I've had in a while. But I've come to grips that it's just going to hurt for the rest of the day, and we're just going to go out and make shots. Hopefully I can give myself a chance to run down a good position for tomorrow. And if I do that, you can bet there will be some Aleve and heating pads in our hotel room tonight and to get some recovery. So, do you have any words of wisdom for me?
Nope.
Gotta love it. Let's go knock down some pins. was really rough. I'm not one for excuses. I hate excuses. I definitely gave this one away today. But that last game, I was just gassed. I had nothing left. My right hip, honestly, I don't really know how to explain it. I'm not in sharp, severe pain. I'm not hurting, but it feels like the physical ability of my leg was at like 50%. And I just couldn't push. I couldn't drive. I couldn't throw the bowling ball. And that just led to some really bad shot making that last game. And on top of that, that pair hooked way more than all the others, of course. And just, it adds up to be a bad game. And we ended up going home. The good news is, although we went from 4th to 11th that last game, I'm pretty sure I'll still make a check out of this weekend, which is, lick our wounds a little bit there, but this definitely stinks. Man, that stinks. I really thought I could make it today. But in all realness, I also knew that I was fighting an uphill battle, and I still need to get myself fixed, because with the end of this month coming up, we have 3 stops in the matter of 7 days, it looks like, for Findlay, Coldwater, and Minster. She's super excited. So I got to get this fixed. I got to figure out what's going on with my hip, and I've got to get back to where I was, because I can't bowl like this. This is a very stressful and tough way to compete. But yeah, I'm 26 and I feel like I'm 119 years old. So now we get 6.5 hours back home. Hopefully I don't lose my mind. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your week, month. Oh, I just screwed up the end of this thing. Have a good one. Let this be a lesson. And never say never. Because we were only 5 pins away from having to take our butts, turn around, and drive back to West Virginia to bowl tomorrow. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Michael, how far away are you? Well, funny you ask. We're about 40 minutes away from home, which puts us roughly about 6 hours away from Morgantown, West Virginia. So, if I bowled 5 pins better, this would be a really long night. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Michael, how was your spare shooting today? Well, funny you ask. I was 21 for 21 on single pin spares today. Yeah, that's the first time all season I've had a 100% on single pin spares. But, I was 80% on makeables, meaning I think I missed 8 of them today. 8 or 6 or something like that. So yeah, give and take, right? I look at it as a blessing in disguise, because if I happen to have bowled 5 pins better and we had to drive back to West Virginia, I would be bowling as a partial amputee, because right now my back and leg feels like somebody ran it over with 14 semis. Blessing in disguise. 5 pins. Oh, 5 pins. I'm a mixed bag of emotions right now. I honestly don't know how to feel. I know how I feel. I need to go home and go to sleep, because just let this go. Don't count all your chickens till they're hatched. Or how's that saying go? What? Yeah, whatever. Just don't count yourself out, okay? Good video, you guys. Have a good one. Good night.